It used to be that a healing factor was something special. Now, I think it's easier to say who doesn't have a healing factor versus who does. My name is Dorian, this is SCM Comics. We continue our covers of Psylocke with number 3. Our story starts off with the last one left off, with Psylocke going back to the factory, and when she gets to her room, she's met with the severed arm of her boo thing, John Greycrow. And also there's these crazy butterflies that are flying around it. But right behind her, something's coming. Now, she gets right to it as these animals that have like these robotic parts are attacking her, and she's just taking them out. I mean, it's light work to her. While she's doing that, she wakes up Devin. She wants him to do like an analysis of these things. So once she takes all these animals out, she hops on her snowmobile and she hauls ass to John Greycrow's cabin to see if he's still alive. Obviously, he's not there, but there are signs of a struggle. She uses her training when she was with the hand to kind of like look at the situation and to kind of map out what happened and what the end scenario was. Was he still alive? Was he captured? Did he get away? And she comes to the conclusion that he actually got away. So since he got away, there's only one place that he would go that him and her know about. So she hauls ass deep into the woods. She comes to his cave and she finds him. So we see that his arm is already growing back, like it's almost down to the elbow. So it's not as fast as like Wolverine or like Sabretooth, Deadpool or anything like that, but he does have a healing factor. He even tells you like, that's why I wasn't worried about if you had a bad dream, you stab me because I can heal from it. Now I'm thinking to myself like, now I don't know a whole lot about John Greycrow, and this is probably always like baked into his character. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, they just put it in there just right now. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it seems like now everybody has a healing factor. It's pretty crazy. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel. So they embrace, and as she's hugging him, she's like, how many are behind me? And he goes, nothing we can't handle. So she gets right to it, and he gets right to it. And she's like, that's not a number. And he goes, I know. So as they're fighting these animals, one of them grabs Psylocke's foot, and John Greycrow's like quiet, and she's like, I'm fine. Worry about yourself. One of them just grabs your weapon. So he's like, if they want my weapon, they can have it. And he starts shooting the bejesus out of one of them. So then she busts out these kunai, and what she does is she like puts her psychic energy into him, and now she can throw them, and they go wherever she wants them to go with her mind. And I thought that was pretty cool. They take out all the killer robot animals, and then they leave the cave. They go back to the factory, and they're meeting with Beast. Beast gives John a like prosthetic arm for his left arm until I guess the rest of it grows back. And then Psylocke's like giving Beast the business. Like, I thought this place was safe, and all of a sudden we got all these enemies here. And like the only reason why I even joined the team is because this is supposed to be a really safe place. And, you know, you need to boost security, Beast. I'm thinking to myself, like, how's this Beast's problem? Like, why don't you talk to the Cyclops about this? But different story for a different day, I guess. Anyway, she starts talking to Devin about the butterflies that were around the severed arm of Johnny Greycrow. And he's like, these butterflies are like, we'll almost say like a new species. Like, they're weird as hell. And also, too, like, none of them are like the same. Some have 5 wings, some have 6 wings, some have this, some have that. Like, they all got like different mutations, and like, it's weird. I've never seen them before. But Psylocke's like, I have. And then we cut to New York, where she sees Shinobi Shaw again, and she's sitting right next to like an encasing of these butterflies. And Shinobi's like, you know, you could just call me. You don't have to break into my house every time. So then Shinobi goes, aren't you worried about John finding out about this little midnight visit? All of a sudden, there's a knife to his throat, and John's like, I think he already knows. So then Shinobi was like, really? You brought him? And then Psylocke's like, I thought you loved surprises. So then Shinobi headbutts John and was like, why are you even with this guy? Like, isn't he mostly like robotic parts down there? Like, how does he satisfy you? And then John punches him in the face and goes, it's not my fault you lack imagination. So then Shinobi's like, you know what? Touche. So they're about to go at it again, and then Psylocke gets in between them. Like, that's enough. Shinobi, quit provoking John. John, quit letting Shinobi provoke you. So Psylocke hands Shinobi the note and the butterfly and was like, what does this mean? And Shinobi's like, Morpho Chimaera. That's impossible. So he goes, I didn't write this note, but the person who did should be dead. But if he's not, then we got a lot more to worry about than a severed arm. So then he explains how he got the art piece with the butterflies from an old family friend. The Hennifers and the Shaws go way back as far as their history. Shinobi met Tai, and Tai just freaked him out. Now, he has some kind of rare disease that typically you don't make it to adulthood with. But this kid did a lot of like taxidermy on different animals, like he was obsessed with death, I guess because of his disease. And he's the one who manufactured, or I say biomanufactured, these butterflies. So the Shinobi Saw's like, again, he should be dead because 99.9% of people that have the disease die at childhood. But if he is alive, he is very smart, very creepy, very dangerous, and has the means to do whatever he wants. So then Psylocke's like, all right, well, where do I find them? And Shinobi's like, I only got one spot. It's the mansion that I visited when we were kids. So then John's like, I'm going with you. And Psylocke's like, nope, I need you to go protect Devin. And John's like, but you're probably gonna need my help. He's like, no, this dude has the means to do whatever he wants. He found us really easy and we're hard to find. He could probably get to Devin. He could probably get to the kids at the factory. I need to go stop him before he hurts anybody else. So then we cut to upstate New York, where Psylocke is at the mansion. She sneaks in, she does her thing, but one of those creepy butterflies actually has more electronics in it, and I guess it has like a surveillance camera. And now Tai knows that she's here, and he's like, let's give her a warm welcome.